Good morning, anybody who's up. It may be afternoon for you or night, but hello. I hope you all are doing well. You can't tell the magnitude, but from a top shot, but this pile is at least 4 inches deep of greeting cards and notes and letters and things from the Uvalde Card Drive. So these were all keepsakes that were sent to me. Um, it's nothing like that I kept out of the boxes. Good morning, Vicky. You're my early riser. You and me, we're the early team, aren't we? So I have all of these beautiful, let me check this one, because some people put information, like their contact information on the inside. So, I don't want to compromise that. But these were letters and things that were written to me that when people donated cards. So I want to make a mini album for them, even the little notes, all the things I kept. So I also got some gifts, and there's one with contact information. Yep, got to be careful. But I want to make a mini album for these. And so that's what I'm going to do right now. See, I kept all of the notes. If I found a note in the box or someone else who opened it for me, then we pulled out the notes and kept those. Oh, there's someone's contact information. Careful. This one's really cool though. It's stitched. Love it. It's actually quilted postcard. Let me see if isn't that cool? So cool. Love it. Okay, so I'm going to make a mini album for these. The first thing I needed to do was get them sorted. I probably should have done that before I turned on my camera, but this may just be like a 2 or 3 part video. Oh my gosh. Hi, Sharkus. How are you? I'm always used to seeing you at Craft Roulette. I'm so happy to see you here. I really wanted to share this process with you guys because, it's common that we have greeting cards, right? And then sometimes we don't know what to do with them because we're not going to throw them away. And, we put them up for some time and then it's like, well, now what do I do with it? I keep keepsake boxes. I'm going to keep my letters separate from my cards. But I wanted to share this process with you guys so that you could maybe copy it for your needs in your life. Okay, let me sort through these really quick. I'm doing great. I'm just trying to get some crafting done before I go to work today. I'm up extra early today. I got to do so much crafting this weekend. Oh, it was so much fun. I just loved it. It's been a long time since I've been able to get that crafty. Letter. Contact information. So oh my gosh. Hey girl. Ava Damonte Designs, how are you? And hi, Sonia. Yeah, we're on super early. Okay, so what I need to do, look at this. I mean, all of them, they're just so amazing, you guys. Card. So I'm just going to get some of these sorted because obviously this is going to be more than one mini album, right? But I definitely need to come up with something to use Look, this was one of my notes. They came in all shapes and sizes. I even got some on Post-its, some in cards, and everyone was appreciated. Okay. So yeah, I need to come up with a project for the envelopes. I'm sure I can make little like junk journals with them. And then I'm going to have to make multiple mini albums, you know, to hold all of this. But let's just, oh, sorry, let's just get started with one for right now. I'm thinking I'm going to need a waterfall design. So many beautiful cards, right? Absolutely. Oh, coffee in hand. Getting ready to craft some more for my last 2 weeks of summer. Oh, yes. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Sorry, guys. I don't want to compromise anyone's information. Okay, 2 more letters. Oh, okay, more letters. Okay, cards. But yeah, I'm thinking, I'm sorry, I'm a little distracted. I'm thinking that the waterfall design is going to be the way to go for these. And all I need to do, this actually fell off of a card. And I just kept it and was like, well, we'll craft with it. Because the card was super cute, even without that on there. And my mom had found it, and I was like, it's okay. We'll just, a journal. I have a different box for the gifts that were sent to me. I'm going to put that over there, but unfortunately, some of the information got separated from them, which makes me really sad. So I don't know exactly who sent those. I'm going to make that a different video for that, and I hope people will let me know. Hey, Brian, welcome. Yes, it's 5:40 here in Texas. See, I know this one was for me because I wouldn't keep it if it wasn't, but it's not signed, which makes me think that a letter got separated from it. I did my best, you guys. It's just so many cards, so many wonderful cards. Look at this. Isn't that cool? So many wonderful cards and notes. This is fabulous because this is from Crystal Wyckoff. This looks just like my dad had a red truck and decorated it all for 4th of July, not this 4th of July, but the 4th of July before last. Loaded up the kids in it, and we were in a like hometown parade. So I loved getting this card because it was just, it brought back such vivid memories. See, some had letters inside, and I did try to keep them inside. Okay. I might have to make a special mini album just for like bigger sizes or different sizes, but let's get going. This is enough for my first album. The order of things doesn't really matter. It's so funny, you guys. I wasn't expecting so much. Well, certainly for me, you know, and I wasn't expecting, I was hoping to get enough cards for the kids at Robb Elementary, which is like 600. And look, this one's just on the back of an old Hallmark card. I tell you, it came in all shapes and sizes. Okay, so the first pile is sorted, and then I have 2 more piles to sort. I will do those later. This first pile is enough to fill a whole mini album by itself. My floor, because I crafted like crazy this weekend, my floor almost has no walking space. I would just craft and dash. Does anybody else do that? The whole craft and dash it aside. Oh my gosh. Okay, so this is definitely enough for one mini album. So, oops, that pearl's falling off. I can fix that. I'm definitely thinking a waterfall design. Release. Okay. All right. And with the waterfall design, the cards will just go like this. Let me show you what a waterfall, what is she talking about? But basically, I'm going to make an album side where the cards, I need to separate the 6x6, can go like this, and I can flip them up, right? Okay, so I'm going to, you know, do like all horizontal on one side, and then I have to figure out, okay, if I'm going to have a waterfall on one side, what am I going to do with the other side of my album? Let's see how many horizontal ones I have. This one's too big. This one's too big. I don't think I have too many, honestly. Vertical is definitely the most common card. I learned that from processing so many cards. Mini slimlines were very, very popular, you guys. Here's another 6x6. And mostly, just as I say that, here's some horizontal, but mostly they're all vertical. Yeah, all those are vertical. Okay. And I think all these were, except for the mini slimlines, which that'll take a whole nother design aspect, you know? Yeah, these are all vertical. Okay. Let me say hello to people coming in. Hello, Melissa. Good morning, Michelle. I hope you guys are doing good. All right. So I'm going to put these different sizes off to the side. Okay, so I don't have that many horizontal, so I think I'll do a waterfall. I don't have that many horizontal in here, but I know I have that many horizontal, you know what I mean? So one thing I wanted to do is decide how much space to put in my waterfall. If I put my waterfall tighter, I can fit more on the inside. And then I was thinking I could do a waterfall on the back. We'll do a waterfall on the back for horizontal. Here's the tricky part, is the cover's got to be the same size. So if I do, I think I have to do a waterfall of vertical in the back as well. Okay, so I'll do a waterfall, of vertical. I don't know what I said. Okay, so now the back is going to have a waterfall of vertical, and then I'm going to do like a 3-inch spine with just a bunch of string, so then I can just pop cards in it. So let's build this. I really don't think it'll be that complicated. Let's see how many cards we can fit into a 3-inch spine mini album. Okay, I kind of want to keep, Good morning, Sandra. How are you? I want to keep it, let's see. Let's do 8.5 tall. Let's do, because I'm making this my vertical album. I don't need it to be too wide. But what I want to accommodate for our future albums, because I'm thinking what I'm going to do is make multiple albums, and then I'm going to make a custom box to house them all in. It's kind of where my head is at. We'll see. It's a massive project. So we'll see. Okay, so the widest card is 6 inches. So let's make it 8.5 by 6.5. Okay, for those who want measurements, it'll be 8.5 tall, 6.5 wide, with a 3-inch spine. So bring out the big heavy duty slicer, and it is actually heavy. And we're going to put it to work. Okay, so this needs to be 6.5. Where is the 1/2 inch on this? I don't use this very often. Okay. I wish the 1/2 inch mark was more distinguished than the quarter, than just being a regular quarter. That would have been cool. All right, 6.5. All right. And then we'll cut this down to 8.5. Whoops. Put this over to the side. I'm not worried about that. I will definitely be using it. All right, we have the first cover done. This is such a nice size, too. I like this. Okay. So that'll be a cover, and then we need another cover. 6.5. Oh, it's Monday, isn't it, everybody? We have a big week ahead of us. On Friday, we're all driving to Uvalde to deliver the cards. They're all sorted and ready to go. Excited about that. Let's see, this is not 6.5, right? Oh my goodness, it is. That's right. Okay, so now let's just make this. You know what? It's like, I don't even know if I should cut it off. Okay, let's see how big it is. I really like when you have a measuring register above where the paper is, like, because this covers it up. But this one does have, at least, if you know that this is 4, then you know that this is 3.5. So maybe this will be a 3.5 inch spine. I mean, we could always use a 1/2 inch extra in this book, right? I don't think it's tall. It's not tall enough. What was I thinking? Oh, I was thinking 6.5 this way. No, Bitty Penny. It has to be 8.5 first. Well, this is what happens when you're crafting early. Okay. I went ahead and went with a 3.5 inch spine. Why not? We can make it any size we want it. All right, by 8.5. Okay. So now we have our spine and 2 covers. Check. All right. Put this big old heavy thing down. All righty then. It's big. It's gotta be big. And full of awesome cards. Thank you guys. Y'all were so sweet to send me little blessings with the cards that you sent and little thank you notes. That was so encouraging, by the way. Not only for me, but the people helping me with the card drive, because, you know, I read the cards aloud and it was just really uplifting and encouraging. And, you know, I wanted my family to hear all of the sweet and kind words and blessings from you all. So thank you for that. And if you didn't send me a card personally, but you sent me cards for Uvalde, don't sweat it. That's okay too. I was happy to just receive cards for Uvalde. That was the whole goal. So no worries. It's all good. All right. I was happy with every box I opened. All right. This is the boring part, but it is what it is. I've got to secure this spine with a whole lot of tape and glue. So I'm trying, I had set aside a box for families of victims. That box has probably 1,000 cards in it, and I don't want to overwhelm the families. So I'm trying to decide the number of cards to put in each box for the families. And, you know, make sure that it's enough that they can feel the outpouring, but again, not be overwhelmed by it all. So, I don't know, y'all help me out. A grieving family of such a tragic loss. I have all the cards I could possibly need to put in the box. How many cards do you think I should put in the box? Hey Carla, welcome. It's me, TR. I'm up and moving, up and at 'em. And I'm glad you're here. How is all your wedding planning going? You're gonna make such a beautiful bride. I'm so happy for you. Weddings are fun. It's so exciting planning things like that. Life celebrations, right? Love it. I need something's blocking my vision. Yeah, you know, my mom talked about that. As far as you know, there's so many cards, maybe they'll sell them in like silent auctions or something to raise money, and you know, that's not really on me. My goal here was to raise and donate cards, and that was, you know, the calling that I put out to everyone was to donate cards and to send cards to Uvalde. What Uvalde decides to do with them, because the school district will have, I don't know, let me think about it. I don't even know at this point. I think they'll have like 7,000 cards, and then the rest are going to like churches and nursing homes. And you know, what they decide to do with those is really, once you give something, you know, it's out of your hands. What somebody decides to do with your gift that you've given them is not up to you. So if they decided to do something like that, you know, that would be on them to do and organize and decide, but that's not for me. My goal in all of this, and partnered with all of y'all, is to give. And how they use that gift and that blessing is up to them. But But yeah, my mom was saying had a similar sentiment that she felt like, well, it would be cool if they took some of them and did like silent auctions or something like that to raise money for the school, the new school that they're going to build, or whatever. I'm trying out a new paper today. This is from the Paper Studio. It's supposed to be 65-pound weight. It's 12 by 12. One sheet is obviously not big enough for this album, right? So I've got to connect it with two. I want y'all to see through this process that making a mini album is fun. You just take it step by step. It's totally manageable and easy. If you're used to working with paper and glue and tape, you got this. And a mini album doesn't just have to be for photos. In this case, we're making one for greeting cards. You can also, I have a beautiful album that I bought from Debbie at 39 Project Mini Albums, and I'm going to put quotes in that one and Bible verses. That's what I'm going to use it for. So, you know, a mini album can be used for many, many things. Okay, so this is the spine of our paper, right? So this is going to decide, sorry, my spine is going to go right down there in the middle of that seam. Okay. And this paper sticks like the dickens, y'all. It will not have a problem. This is a nice medium weight chipboard, by the way. If you're wondering what this is. All right, let me just line this up. So I want the middle of my spine to be in the middle of that seam. Mary, how are you? I said a prayer for you this morning. To be honest, TMI, it was on my way to the bathroom. I thought of you. You popped in my mind, and I'm not going to call anyone at 5 o'clock in the morning, and I don't have your number, but I said, you know what? I'm going to pray for her. So I said a prayer for you. I hope the medications are working out and that your health is improving. And that's what I did this morning. I try to do that, you guys. If someone comes to mind, it'd be great if we can call them and check on them. But if we can't, we're working. It's the middle of the day. It's the middle of the night. It's the middle of the morning. It's just not the right time. You can't. Maybe energy-wise. I'm a very sensitive energy person, so sometimes it's like my heart's pouring out and I'd like to do something, but I can't engage, if you know what I mean. So I just say a prayer, and I'm trying to put that more into practice for myself. Okay, so glue. You guys, some will be excited about this and some really won't care. But I'm trying to get on another design team, and it's for junk journaling. I really want to do more journaling and albums on my channel, and I feel like if I do it through the terms of a design team, then I'll stick to it. Because y'all have to know, for those of you who have been with me for a long time, I dream all the time, so I come up with ideas all the time, but then it's the follow through, because I want to do all the things and I don't have all the time, that I struggle with. So I reached out to a couple of people, just two, that have Etsy shops that I shop at regularly and I really like. And I just like that they're women-owned businesses. They're small businesses. I mean, they're just little Etsy shops. And I have a sense of how wonderful these women are. And so I reached out to two. I don't know what their terms are and when their design teams start. But I'm not doing it so that I can sell you guys more stuff. I'm doing it so that I have a commitment, so that I have to make the journaling videos, you know, I have to commit. I need that in my life. Like, I have to have some structure because I'm a very free spirit. And so, you know, sometimes when you see design teams and people are on design teams, it's not always about an affiliate. It's not always about, you know, selling. But there's other sides to making that commitment, to being on a specific team, to, in this case, you know, working with different materials in a different way than what I have been, but a way that I know I enjoy. And, you know, I really want to show card makers too ways to use printables and ways to use maybe materials like you would see a junk journal kit and not think card making, but they actually are perfect for card making. So we will see. Oh, I'm using Line Co, Mary. This is a different one than I normally use, but oh, let me see. I ran out of the other one yesterday. This is what it normally, this is how I like to buy it. It's a bookbinding glue. It's a professional, high quality, archival bookbinding glue that remains flexible. This stuff is amazing. Like, this is empty. I've used two of these. I use one, I mean, I use it up, okay? But when I bought this bottle, this one was out of stock, and this is still Line Co, and it's pH, it's permanent, it's buffered, and it's for paperboard, framing, collage, crafts, and bookbinding. So it's the same company, it's just a different bottle, but this one's the best deal. So this is like $12, it's gone up, but this is like $12 for 16 ounces. But I have it in my old, I pour it out into my old Barely Arts container. And then I just put Line Co on it because, anyways, this is the one that's in there now. So I'm giving it a test drive, but it should be fine. I really, really, really like it. And it's more affordable than any other glue I've found. Okay, so I'm just burnishing this in. Oh, so you're still experimenting. See, I knew I needed to pray for you today. All right. I bought a tool that was over, okay, I won't say that. I bought a tool that I need to use, so I'm going to use it. This is just a right angle tool, okay, to help with this part of making a cover. You don't have to have this, you guys, at all. But all it's doing for me is giving me a right angle for these edges and enough area that I don't cut too close and have a messy fold on my cover. You guys, we're almost done with the cover. Like, seriously, y'all can make mini albums. If you have a bunch of greeting cards and you don't know what to do with them, consider this project. Okay, so now I'm just putting tape. I marked those right angles so I wouldn't tape over them, because that part of the paper is just going to be cut off and then I won't be wasting the tape. Have y'all ever heard of Your Memory Books? There's a YouTube channel, but her website, oh my gosh, it's amazing. She makes mini albums, really cool, inspirational mini albums. And I pretty much ended all my subscriptions each month, but I do have a subscription for Jamie's paper pads. And then I sometimes buy different things from Jamie and her monthly releases, because I know they're exclusive and they won't be around if I don't. So anyways, so since I've ended all that, I could justify the purchase or subscription. I subscribed to Your Memory Books, and it's a monthly subscription, but what it gives you is unlimited access to her classes. And I am so excited. I'm just excited to learn even more about bookbinding and creating mini albums. If you want free amazing tutorials, you gotta go to Project 39 Mini Albums. Another awesome YouTuber who does them for free is Rosa Kelly. I mean, just really cool stuff. And those are all totally free. I would encourage you to go free first to see if you even like making mini albums, if that's something you want to do. And then if it is, I'm considering Your Memory Books kind of my like university course to really dig in. All right. Oh, that's so cool. Well, ghosts are, in August, you guys, I'm going to be supporting and encouraging you guys to send cards for Carla's Cards for Cancer card drive. So I've been telling y'all, like, I needed a little time to recover from the Uvalde Card Drive. And y'all will not be sending cards to me. You'll be sending them to Carla. But I need to get with Carla. Carla, please email me your phone number. I have questions for you before I make my video, and I'd like to get it started for the 1st. So please, I don't have the video scheduled for the 1st right now. I'm holding that spot for your card drive announcement. So please email me. I know you know my email. And give me your phone number and a time that I can call you, and we'll chat about it. I have questions. But basically, that's the next cause that I want to promote on my channel. I started card making as a ministry. I think almost everyone here already knows my story, but I was healing through PTSD, and I wanted a ministry I wanted a way to serve others, and I chose card making. So donations and crafting for a cause are highly important to me, that I maintain that. And this is my hobby, guys. This is not my job. I have a real job that I'll have to get to here pretty soon. We will not finish this album today. We're just getting started. But the cover will definitely be done, and I think we can start the inside. Oh, I guess I don't need all this tape here. I just really need the tape here. But yes, I want to take up Carla's card drive, you guys, because she needs our help. And And I think cancer touches every family, unfortunately. I lost my father to cancer in 2018. And I've lost many others. I lost my godmother to cancer. I've lost, yeah, we've all lost due to cancer, and we know a lot of also warriors fighting it currently and those who have fought it. And so I just think it is such a worthy cause to make cards for patients. When my dad was going through his chemo and radiation, he had to do it like 5 days a week. And there were these crocheted hats and that women had made and donated to the treatment center where he was, and it just touched him so deeply. He loved his hats. It was the sweetest thing. So, you know, I know firsthand that these things make a difference, and cards are no exception. It doesn't have to be a hat. You know, we don't all have to donate and do the same thing to make a difference. Just do what you can. Do what's in your power. Okay, so I'm only going to tear back a little bit of this. Hopefully that's enough. Oh, we'll just rip it back. Okay, we'll just do the whole thing. I wasn't planning on doing this part, but we'll do this part. So, I want to talk more about design teams if y'all don't mind. Sorry, I know I'm missing the comments. I'm sorry. I need to get better about glancing up more often. Hey T, good morning. Girl, your junk journal's almost finished. You think you'll finish this Friday? It's looking so amazing. Okay, so I want to talk more about design teams, if y'all don't mind. You know, I've been on a few design teams. I'm on a couple currently. And now everybody's different. Anytime I share anything with y'all here on my channel, it's an opinion. My opinion. Which is worth about 2 cents, I've heard. Anyways, I think that's about what all of our opinions are worth sometimes, is about 2 cents. So, you know, bitty penny. Anyways, for me, I have reached out to join a design team, and I'm curious, and I want to try it on, but that's just it. For me, I've discovered that I really like to try design teams on. So I like to do a guest spot and see, do they like me? Do I like them? Do we work together? Is this going to work in my life? Am I taking on too much? I tend to take on too much. But I would encourage y'all. I know a lot of people on my channel, a lot of my friends here also have channels. And I know it's exciting because I've been there when we first get into design teams and the possibility of doing design teams and the excitement of doing design teams, because it is really exciting. It's exciting to have your skills validated in that way. You know, to feel worthy, good enough to be accepted. But consider trying teams on for size. You know, when someone reaches out to you, or in my case, I get bold sometimes, y'all. I just reach out to people. I'm like, hey, here's my channel. This is what I'd like to do. Are you okay with that? So all I'm doing, you guys, is training my paper. Anyways, try them on for size. You know, that's what I like to do. Do a guest spot. Design for them for a special collection. Design for them for a month. See, is this what I really want to do? Is this who I really want to work with? I just want to encourage y'all. It may not work for you. Y'all might be, and I expect that you are, completely different than me. You may not need to try people on for size. I do. But I have never heard that in all my days on YouTube. I've never heard someone say, yeah, I'm just going to try a design team on. I had to figure that one out for myself. So maybe I'm saving y'all a little something by sharing that. Okay. Now, one of the things that I learned from Frances is she bends her corners in like this. I thought that's really cool. I think she says like a gift. I don't know, but I'm just going to bend my corners in here real quick. Okay. And before I add my top layer on, we're going to train this book a little bit. Let's see, I started at, okay. I was going to say, it's never taken me an hour to build a cover, but the first part of this video was just me showing you the sheer volume and magnitude of cards that have to go into albums. Okay, so I'm going to train the paper. Grab my scoring tool again. Give it a little boop boop. Hey, I like this paper. Oh, I had someone comment that they wanted to start making mini albums, but they didn't have the heavy paper. You don't have to have real heavy paper. That's not exactly centered, but it doesn't matter because this is going to have pattern paper on it, of course. Look at that. Mamba Jamba. Woo-wee. That's a big one. She's big, chunky, just like me. All right. Yeah, by the time that space is added there, our spine is 3.75. That's going to hold some greeting cards, y'all. All right. Let's just grab a piece of paper, shall we? I am just going to put this one down. It's perfect. This is an 8.5 by 11 for those that are curious. And I'm going to just glue this down. That couldn't have been easier. It doesn't need to cover the whole inside because I'm gonna have another piece of paper to cover that. Plus we're gonna have all those waterfalls. Y'all remember that? So it doesn't have to cover this whole space. I'm just gonna do that. If it's a little bit shorter, that would be fine too. Okay. I only needed a little bit of glue because I have all that tape down there. I probably should have put more tape here and here, but it'll be okay. All right, let's find our spine again. You really need to let this dry. Okay, here's a tip for you guys. When you're working with wet glue and putting creases in books and bending things, you really need to let your wet glue dry before you do this step. But I'm just going to make it work. Okay. There's our spine. Whoop, whoop. Okay. Okay. Now, it should be fine, but part of me was wanting to, you want your glue to dry, sorry, it's early in the morning. You want your glue to dry here so it doesn't bubble, by the way. That's why you let it dry before you crease it. Anyways, this spine is just gonna have a ton of elastic thread running through. I don't know if it'll be elastic. It'll have a ton of thread running through it to hold all the cards. And so I'm kind of wanting to do something to add extra support here. let's grab, I wasn't sure what kind of paper I wanted to use for this yet. I'm talking about pattern paper, but I'm thinking about putting like a whole nother piece of pattern paper here and here, just to add even more stability. Hey Dawn, good morning. I'm on my first cup of water. I had to chug some before starting this live so I didn't get too raspy with you guys. Let's see, let me look at my hot buys real quick. There was a floral one. This one. Wallflowers. And dun, 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 dun. The Uvalde colors are maroon. Let's see if I can find one that has some maroon in it. It's not looking like it so far. But we'll keep flipping. Nope, that's orange. I think this is my favorite. Okay, do not want that to stick to that open tape. So we'll do this at 3.5. Oh, you guys, guess what? Letty and I are going to a crop. Well, what is it? I don't even know what it's called. I bought my ticket already, but I can't remember what it's called. But a crop here in our area. We both got tickets this weekend. We're so excited. It's the weekend of my birthday. It's the day before my birthday, which feels even more special. Super excited. I'm gonna cut this to 8.5. And I'm gonna actually leave that one uncut. And I'll show you why. I want to fold it over because I'm going to have a lot of string and I just don't want it messing things up. So the first thing I'm going to do is this sheet. Okay. And where I fold it over really doesn't matter, although I do want it straight. Anyways, this is going to be my first ever scrapbook paper show kind of thing, and I'm so excited. I kept feeling like, oh, I wish I had the funds, but I don't, to travel and go to the one that Elizabeth Costa Rogers and friends, Pam, and I think Dawn, you're going to that one too. I wanted to come join you ladies. I just wanted to be spontaneous and come join y'all, but I just don't have it. So I felt blessed that this opportunity came up. Plus, I just love Letty. We've been getting together. Oh my gosh, the minute I was like, oh my gosh, you live so close to me. It's a blessing. All right, so let me just get this on. I'm just going to use a ton of glue. I'm going to use a whole lot of glue right there. The area I'm most concerned about. I'll seal it with glue. You know what you could do? You could put tape, like Scotch tape or something right here. No one would ever see it, and it would help give it some reinforcement too. All right, we're just going to go into this blindly, a little bit blindly here, and be trusting and not freak out if it's just a little bit off. I'm going to set this down like so. Fold it over, and we'll turn it over and see how we did. It'll be fine. See, it's fine. Okay. Now, I'm going to do the inside here. I think y'all are going to Stamp Away, right? Dawn? Is that where y'all are going? No talkie before coffee, right, T? Let me caffeinate. Just talking to my peeps for a minute. Give me a minute. Yeah, Dr. Shub knows those looks. Dr. Shub knows. He doesn't know I'm in a live right now, bless his heart, but yeah, he knows. All right. Because then he'll get shushed when he comes in to try to tell me goodbye and that he loves me and he leaves for the day. I'll be like, I'm in a live. Shh. Okay. I feel good about that now, especially once it dries. I feel real good about that having a second layer of cardstock. So let's see about this. This is going to be covered by cards, right? So I'm not really worried about the inside cover too much because we're going to do the waterfall. Where did I put all those cards, you guys? I had them separated. I think I just covered them up. No, this is not them. Oh, brother. Seriously, like, where did they go? That tells you how bad my craft room is. Anyways, let's see. It's mostly going to be covered by cards, so I'm not too worried about this part, but I guess I will go ahead and cover it properly. We want this to be nice, right? Let me grab another sheet of paper. Oh, you're not going. I thought you were going, Dawn. Let's do this one. Kind of a neutral, so it's not competing with the cards that I attach. Okay, so this needs to be 8.5 tall. Okay, and then it needs to be 6 wide. So this is great. It'll cover the front and back inside covers. After I put this on, you guys, I'm going to check over the comments again, and then I gotta go. You know what? Well, yeah, I think it will actually leave it the full length. All right. Then I will maybe record the process of me finishing this album. So we'll have a little bit of live and a little bit recorded. If y'all are okay with that, that's probably how that'll go down. Okay, done. I gotta get to work. I gotta get my son down to his grandparents' house to water. I gotta see the hubby off. All here in 5 minutes. So we're really wrapping this up. All right. Okay, our cover is done. At least the inside and spine. Then I just have to do the front and back, but we'll do that later. Okay, so waterfalls. You know what I might even do? I just don't know how. I was trying to think of how I could put a pocket with a waterfall. I'd have to put the pocket in first. That would be my first layer. No, that wouldn't work. I don't think I can do that. Okay. But when I talk about the spine of this album, I like this embroidery floss with it. I am simply going to take my embroidery floss. Now I've made a big old mess. Here it is, here it is. And I'm gonna run it as many times as I can. So then I can just put my cards into it. You know what I mean? I can just slip my cards into it. And this is gonna be the, the spine of the book. And I really don't think it matters if they crisscross. And I want a ton of this. I want a ton of places to put these cards that you guys sent me. And I wanted something where I could take the cards out and look at them and hold them. And I didn't, you know, because I thought about like a traditional like scrapbook or something, but I really didn't want that permanence, and I didn't want them in plastic sleeves. You know what I mean? Of course I have a knot. I think this always happens with embroidery floss. Okay. All right, you guys. But now you can see what the spine is gonna look like. Let me roll it back this way. This thing was full, by the way. So if you're wondering how much it might take. Bye, Sandra. Have a good day. All right, cool. We're done here. Look at all that place for greeting cards to go. Oh, this one can't go that way. And now, just need to tie it off. We'll put it on the outside. All right, you guys. Oh, thanks, Sharkus. I'm glad you like the pattern papers. All right. I'm gonna leave it kind of long like this because I don't know, I might need to. All right, and now I can come along and just start filling it up with cards. Oh, don't look at that. See, some of these have contact information, sorry. Right? This is the idea. I can just start putting cards in. That's a, let's see. That was a postcard. What I might do is put my taller cards in here. And then I can do my landscape waterfall over here. Because I have cards of all sizes, right? So I can put my landscape waterfall over here and then my vertical waterfall over here. And then I might have to make another album that's for A2 only, like the spine height. But this is essentially it. So this will be, these will flip up, right? All these will flip up so I can see them, and then we'll have a bunch of cards in the center somehow, some way. This gives you guys an idea of maybe something you could try with all your special cards that you've gotten from friends and family that you want to save. I hope it helps you. I have to head out. I hope you guys all have a really great day. Hi, Gloria Wolf. I'm sorry. I'm heading out, but it's good to see you. And Cosmos Crafty Mom. Hi. Welcome. Hope you're doing well. For all my silent viewers, for all my replay viewers, hello, hello, hello. Love you all. I hope you all have a really great day. And maybe give this a try. You can use it for greeting cards, obviously, or something else, photographs, keepsakes. And who knows how this album is going to end. I don't really know, to be honest, but I'm excited about it. I'm even envisioning 2 pockets here where I could just stuff a whole bunch of greeting cards and then just have my really large greeting cards here on the spine. Who knows? I don't know. I'll record it. I'll show you how this album finishes. There's probably going to have to be like 3 more. Thanks so much for hanging out with me, you guys. Hey, I actually have a lot of videos for y'all this week. So I hope I don't wear you out, but that I keep you inspired. So thank you for everything, you guys, and I'll see you later.